Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in the TBC community. Good evening to all TBCians in Nigeria. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night to all TBCians all over the world. It's actually 6:32 p.m. Nigerian time today, Tuesday, the 17th of July, 2018. That is why I'm greeting all Nigerians in Nigeria as good evening. For all Nigerians all over the world, I say good morning for those in the morning, good afternoon for those in the afternoon, and good evening or good night for those in the evening or in the night, whatever time you can maybe all over the world. I'm super excited to be here once again on another live broadcast today, Tuesday, 17th of July 2018. Thank you for I thank God for giving me the opportunity to do another broadcast today. Yesterday was on my live broadcast yesterday, we were able to look at the major and important issues in the TBC community. That is the advice for all Tibetians not to expose the TBC community to any danger at this point in time. So today we are actually going to look at another important aspect on the TBC community, and that is why I actually titled today's broadcast as the importance and value of the Ringo Cash back office in the TBC community. Yes, as you all know, as all TBCians will all know, we have about four major platforms where we can actually get information about the TBC community. One of the platforms is the Ringo Cash back office. Another one is the blog dot billioncoin.info. That is the one that is talking that where admin normally post anything that has to do with the TBC community. Another one that is actually important is the billioncoin.info. That is another platform where you can actually get so many things about the TBC community. The last one that is actually a sort of individual that has to relate to individual in the TBC community is your TBC wallet account. So your TBC wallet account. So there are four major platforms in the TBC community for all TBCians. All TBCians in the community know that we have four major platforms in the TBC community. The billioncoin.info, the blog.thebillioncoin.info, then the Ringo Cash back office, and the TBC wallet. Those are the four major platforms or of area where we can get details or something relating to the TBC community. But there is one, out of the four, that is the Ringo Cash back office is just one of the highest or number one as far as the TBC as number one information center as far as the TBC community is concerned. Because all the other platforms that the other three platforms that I've actually talked about, except the TBC wallet, we can find them under the Kringle card back office. That is all the information in the billioncoin.info platform. You can get them under the Kringle card back office. All the information in the blog. You can also link the blog through the Ringo cash back office. What I'm saying is you can link the billioncoin.info platform through the Ringo cash back office. At the same time, you can link the blog.thebillioncoin.info from the Ringo cash back office. That's what we are saying is the Ringo cash back office comprises the other two platforms that we have in the TBC community. And that is the more reason why I have to look at the importance and value of the Ringo back office. I still wonder when I saw one of the posts by the admin after telling us revealing to us that some of our TBC members does not have a Ringo back office account. I wonder what that person is actually doing. What is the interest, or if the person knows the value or the importance of what that person is missing without the Ringo back office. Because there are a lot of things that is associated with the Ringo back office that we need to understand, that we need to know, that we need to be aware of for us to actually benefit from that area of value that is in the Ringo back office. The Ringo back office is KCBO. That's what I refer to as KCBO, Ringo back office. From the two, which of course I said we can actually link the other platform even from the Ringo back office. That is what I'm trying to say now is the fact that anybody that has a Ringo back office account has every other thing, every other platform that is actually relating to the community, except the TBC wallet that is not on the Ringo back office. So that means if you have your TBC wallet account and you also have the Ringo back office, everything that has to do with the TBC community is at your fingertips. So I still wonder why some of us are still some of the subdivisions are without the Ringo back office account. I wonder if that person knows what he is missing by not having the Ringo back office. Because if you have a CBC wallet account and you have a send button on, but you don't have a Ringo back office, you actually doing yourself a great harm, or you are actually cheating yourself of that value, of that benefit that the Gringo back office provides. As far as the TBC community is concerned, a lot of things are happening. Everything that has to do with the TBC community is actually happening in the Ringo back office. Everything that has to do with the TBC community is happening in the Ringo back office. Is existing. Let me just put it in another way like that. Is existing in the Ringo back office. So I wonder why we still going to have some division without a Ringo back office account, because of course that person is actually missing out in a lot of things. So in this video today, I'm going to do an analysis of the Ringo back office and be able to explain some things relating to the Ringo back office. Please, let's go into, I'm going to share my screen now. I'll go into the Ringo back office. I'm going to the Ringo back office to be able to analyze the Ringo back office. So is I want to go into the, so yes, this is the Ringo back office account. That is my own Ringo back office. Because let me just first of all give you an insight into what that person that does not have a Ringo back office account is missing. If you want to pay your lifetime wallet fee, if you pay it through the Ringo back office account, then you have the opportunity of enjoying a double advantage. I call it double benefit, because if you actually pay it from your Ringo back office account, if you pay your $10 through your Ringo back office account, you have secured your access to the Ringo back office. At the same time, you have secured your access to your wallet account, where you have your send button turned on. That means if you pay your $10 lifetime wallet fee through the Ringo back office, you obtaining two, you are having two advantage over the person that pays through the CBC wallet account. Because if you pay your $10 through the CBC wallet account, you will only have your send button turned on, but you will not have access to the Ringo Cash back office. That means if you want to have access to the Ringo Cash back office, you have to pay another $10 to give you access to the Ringo Cash back office. So if anybody wants to really be involved in the TBC community, that person must have a Ringo Cash back office account. So it is actually of a very great benefit for you to have a Ringo Cash back office account and pay your $10 lifetime wallet fee through that back office for you to have a double benefit of the TBC community. The first one is to you have access to your Ringo cashback office and at the same time have access to your TBC wallet with your send button on. So let me quickly start with the analysis of the Ringo cashback office. So as in your screen, you'll be seeing the Ringo cashback office, where on your left hand side, that is where you have the menu to the Ringo cashback office. So the first menu that you have is what you call the dashboard. That is like an home page of the Ringo Cash back office. On this home page, that is where you have a video presentation of TBC. So that video is actually contains the full story and that the starting the TBC community. You want to actually watch the video on the full story about the TBC community. If you get to the Ringo Cashback Office dashboard today, you can see the video there. Apart from that, you have what we call the billion. That's the poster on the gift of the TBC gift for every new member that joins the community. At the same time, the cookies reward for broadcaster and basic members. The cookies reward entitlement for broadcasters and basic members. That is where you have them. And still, we have the promotion poster under the dashboard, the 500% promotion poster, bonus poster that runs from June 21st to July 21st. You only have 5 days to the end of promotion of 500% bonus. So everybody that is a member of the TBC community, they have 5 more days to enjoy the 500% bonus that TBC admin has started since June 21st. So as far as the dashboard is concerned, you'll be able to watch the full presentation of the TBC community of the TBC and also enjoy the details about the Ringo cookies reward that is actually ongoing. So, and to the next one on this menu, the Ringo Cashback Office menu is the F desk. The admin has just created the help desk for all members that has one or two issues that requires attention, that requires response from the support team. So at this help desk menu, that's where you can log in your question, your request, or what you want admin to actually resolve for you. If you have any issue regarding your CBC wallet, or you have any issue regarding your reward, cookies reward, or your verification, or anything that you have done that requires support response from the CBC support team, you can actually log on to the help desk and put in your email address, and the help desk, the support team will now send an email to you giving you access to lodge your complaint or to the support to the support team. That is for you for anything that requires that you want the TBC community or TBC admin or TBC support team to help you resolve. You can be logged through the help desk. The next one is what we call migration. That is, I actually said it in one of my video maybe 3 days ago when when I was reading the blog where the admin told us that yes, we can actually do our migration to the new wallet from either the TBC wallet, TBC 004 wallet, or the Ringo Cashback Office. So this is the menu for the Ringo Cashback Office where you can do your migration to TBC 009 from tbc004.net. So if you log on, if you want to migrate to the new wallet and you have your Ringo Cashback Office and you have access to your Ringo Cashback Office, you can log into the migration menu and the process you will now be taken through step-by-step process of how to migrate from tbc004.net to tbc009.net. The next menu on the Jingle Cashback Office is the 2009 cruise, 2019 cruise. We are for everybody in the TBC community that is following the TBC community knows that admin has already put in place a voyage, a cruise journey for the 3 year celebration of the TBC community, and the cruise has been selected. So that is so on this level now, on this menu now, that's where you have the result of the cruise voting, where you have the winning cruise for the 2019 3 years anniversary cruise celebration. So the next one that follows the 2019 cruise is cruise contest. So cruise contest, that's the next one that follows. So that's why to as far as the cruise contest is concerned, the July contest is over and the winner has been announced. So you can see the winners in the June recruit contest winner, because that is where you have the list of members that have the highest number of recruits and the highest number of recruits that has made their $10. That means rewarding at least two of those the highest win the highest those that have the highest number in terms of recruitment. Admin is rewarding two each month. That's the June contest, that's the result that you have there. While the July contest is on, you can always see what is actually happening. For on the July contest, we have two members that are leading. That's the July contest. That as far as the July contest is concerned, these are the two leading members in terms of recruitment and payment of their CBC lifetime wallet fee. Another thing that is actually in the cruise contest menu is the toolbox contest 2, because admin has actually put in place toolbox contest where each division or every member of the CBC community has been given the opportunity to create a toolbox and send it to to CBC admin for context voting. So this will be so people the divisions in the CBC community have the access of the opportunity of actually voting for the best toolbox presentation. So this contest is also on, and it's actually going to take a whole month from the for the month of July. So the winners will still going to be announced. People are still submitting their toolbox presentation. So if you have not done your own, but we still have interest in submitting a toolbox presentation, you actually come into toolbox here and drop your presentation. So another one that I'm going to look at in this Ringo Cashback Office menu is broadcast. Yes, it's broadcast. So this menu contains the list of the previous day's broadcast, the list of the previous day broadcast as as far as the previous day is concerned, to the list of those already scheduled previous day broadcast. That is what this list contains. So if you have a broadcaster and you want to actually see your schedule for yesterday or the link for yesterday's broadcast, you can always come to the broadcast menu and see it for yourself if it was actually registered. So the next one is marketing menu. Marketing menu is where you have each person that has an access to the label cashback office, that's where you have your referral link. Referral link is your own, the link that is actually related to you, that you send to your prospect or anybody that you want to register, you want to be registered in the community. So this person will be linked to you and will be added to your referral. So just you can get your referral link, your registration details. As far as this community is concerned, that's it. You get your referral link, your registration details, that's your referral, those that you have registered already. Those that you have registered already through your referral link, those that have registered through your referral link, you get them there. And if any of you want to change their sponsors, those people that actually got into the community without any sponsor, so and have admin as their sponsor, can always come into this change your sponsors menu and change their sponsor to another person. So you have the posters as well in this marketing menu for you to use. So anybody that wants to have a poster to be used in actually propagating or publicizing the CBC community will come to the poster menu and copy that link to be used on any site that you want. So another thing, another one that is in that menu is get page, is what we call get page today. Get page today. Get page today. So under the get page today, I'm sorry, I think I actually lost the network. Okay, I think I actually lost the network. Okay, I'm still connected. So get paid today is the next menu to be to be checked. Okay, let me go to genealogy tree. Um, this was so I think get paid today is what we need to actually look at. My system is hanging, so sorry. So under the genealogy tree, you have your referrals, your upline, and your downline. Under the genealogy tree, you have your upline and your downline. Those the person that actually registered and those that registered through you with under your genealogy. Under your profile, that's why you have details about yourself, your email address, your Facebook address, your phone number, every other details about yourself. If you have if you have a Skype link, you can put it there. So that every details about yourself. That's why you still answer some other questions to register your profile. So that's what you have under profile. That's what you have under profile. Events too, you have a lot of other events. Have a lot of other events that you have a lot of other events that you can actually check. Sorry, there's a network failure. I think I need to. There's a network failure. Sorry, so I have a connecting line. So for profile, I've already said something about that. So for profile, I've already said something about that. So let me quickly go to the next one. So if you are, by virtue of what I've actually been discussing with you, you actually realize the fact that Yes, there are a lot of, yes, Bitcoin rising in Manila, Bitcoin rising in Papua New Guinea. That's under event. Under profile that I said, the complete profile is under that. So under genealogy tree, you have your offline and your downline, those that are registered through you. If you want to change your sponsors from admin, you can also change it from this menu. Change your sponsors. Is invitation menu where you have the link, where you have the details of those friends that you intend to invite, and you have their details. You have their details. You can always come to list list out those friends and add them here. Send an invitation to invitation list. As you are sending invitation to your friends, you can always come here and put their name and other details as far as those friends that you have sent is concerned. That is this one you keep record of whoever you have invited to the community. The next one is the info menu. Next one is info menu, and that is what when I actually said it earlier when I started this the issue of when I started analyzing the Kringle card back office, that every other platform is actually incorporated in the Kringle card back office. This is the billioncoin.info site. The billioncoin.info site. You can actually log on to the billioncoin.info site through the Kringle card back office as well under the info menu. So this is another platform on the TBC community that is important for all TBCians, where you have, you want to know the number of members in the community and their breakdown in relation to countries. You can see the broadcast is also their testimonial, is also their everything is also in that TBC. This is the TBCO, and you can log in through that from this info self menu under the Ringo Cashback office. That you can log into that through the info menu under the Ringo. So if you have any report, anything that you want to, anybody that is actually going against the TBC rules and regulations, you can always report this person under the report abuse menu. So that is where the report goes into the. I want to click there. So if you have anybody that is discounting, so it actually goes to the billioncoin.support, and actually the mail directly goes to the billioncoin.support, and you send that mail. So if you have anybody that is actually into discounting the TBC or is doing something against the leader, the agreement, against the agreement that we all sign in the TBC community, you can always report that person. This menu, the next menu is the testimonial menu, where you can actually post your testimonial video into on that in this menu. You can post your testimonial video. If you have done a video as far as CBC is concerned, you can come and post your testimonial video as from this menu. So under testimonial, you can post your testimonial video from this menu. For those that normally post testimonial, you know how to go about posting their video through the testimonial menu. You can always click on post testimonial and put in your link and the language at which the broadcast was done. So you can, when you put that and you click on submit, it will ask you if you want to add it to testimonial, and you click OK, and it is added to testimonial page. So the CBC admin can always access it. So the one that has the next one is your account. This is where you will be, it will show whether you are a paid member or not. If you, for anybody that has spent more than 30 days as a member in the community, you have your legal card back office open free for 30 days immediately after your registration. After 30 days, if you don't pay your $10 lifetime wallet fee, you will not have access to the legal back office, as I said earlier. So within the first 30 days, you have the opportunity of paying your $10 wallet fee to be able to have a continuous access to the legal cash back office. You can see my own status as paid, and that is what gives me the access to the Ringo Cashback office. So anybody that has not paid and has spent over and the 30 days free Ringo card back office access has expired will not have access to the Ringo card back office again. So the next one is transaction verification. This is where anybody that actually purchase the buyers and sellers of CBC coin can do their confirmation, their request and confirmation of the purchase. The buyers will actually log in under the buyer's confirmation request, and so after logging in under the buyer's confirmation request, and you put in all the necessary details, your confirmation, the confirmation details request. So the buyer, the seller will come to under the confirmation transaction by the seller and confirm that transaction. That person must be a trusted seller with a send button on. So if you are a trusted seller with a send button on, you can actually do transaction and confirm the transaction from this menu when your buyer sends request for confirmation. So the next one is the cookies reward menu. This is one of the most important area in the Ringo cashback office. So where you have, so I said cookies reward is actually normally comes up twice in a year. In May, throughout 1 month, twice in a year, 30 days twice in a year, in May and in November. The May period edition has actually lapsed and has expired, and people that had some cookies to redeem have actually made use of those periods to redeem their cookies into Ringos. Because every reward now will actually be in form of cookies. So and it will be accumulating under your cookies reward menu. And for redemption at the redemption period, the next redemption period is coming up in November to for the whole month of November. And anybody that has any reward to actually claim and will wait to can wait till that time to actually claim the reward. So every reward on the CBC community comes in form of cookies. So for you as a broadcaster, for you as a for you to attend the send button, for you to actually do a live broadcast, or for you to when you purchase additional Kringles from a process seller, you have reward for all those activities. So for you now to have from now till the end of October or to the beginning of November, even throughout the month of November, you can redeem your cookies. So for everything, every cookies that you are gathering now will be added under your cookies reward menu under in the Ringo cashback office. So the next one is the send button. Send button, yes, this is loaded. For everyone that has that send button on, they actually log on to the send button meeting every Monday to the send button meeting menu under the send button here. So if you click the send button meeting, you will actually have the link to the send button meeting every Monday. Just 15 minutes to the start of time of that meeting. For everybody that has that send button off, they always have you have the link under their send button menu. Another one is tomorrow's broadcast. This is where you actually uh, put in your broadcast. You schedule your broadcast as against the next day. Which if you have any broadcast, it has to be scheduled against the next day under this menu, tomorrow's broadcast. Under the instruction, you have instruction there. You have also broadcaster list. The instruction as in to how do you so under the instruction, so this is where you have to agree to the agreement. This is where you have to agree to every rules and regulation regarding the TVC community. You have to agree for you to have access, for you to have be able to have your send button on as far as TVC community is concerned. You have to read all this one and actually agree or click the accept button for you to be so so the next one is broadcaster's list, CBC admin. That for every broadcaster, CBC admin is actually providing a list for them to be able to bring them back into the CBC community as an active member. For every broadcaster, you have a lead, that is 50 lead for each broadcast that you do. And the TVC admin will always provide. So as soon as you exhausted that lead and you have another broadcast that you have done, TVC admin will provide you with another 50 leads. So the next one is the broadcaster's reward. This is where you actually log in, put in your broadcast channel for reward by the TBC admin, for approval and reward by the TBC admin. If it's approved, then you're going to be rewarded with the cookies reward. So that for every broadcaster will always be logged with this menu. The next one is the discussion menu, and the last one is the frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. This is where you can have answers to some basic questions in the TBC community without you even sending mail to support for response. You can always have response to some basic issues, basic questions in the TBC community under the frequently asked question. So by this that is the details about the Rainbow Cast back office of in the TBC community. Without doubt or without missing word, we all know, we all realize the fact that yes, Rainbow Cast back office is an important and a very great integral part of the TBC community, even as the most important for the first and the major important platform or avenue that in the TBC community. So it is not something that a TBCian or every member of the TBC community will have to do without. So for everyone, so I want to employ every TBCian that does not have a single cashback office to realize the fact that yes, they are actually missing a lot of opportunities that are bound in the TBC community by not having a Ringo cashback office account. It is better for them to go and open a Ringo cashback office account now and pay your $10 to have access to the Ringo cashback office, because a lot Ringo cashback office is loaded, no doubt, without missing word. Ringo cashback office is loaded, and that is the power. It is the powerhouse. I want to call it the powerhouse of the TBC community. That is the Ringo cashback office. Is the powerhouse. It is loaded. That is the engine room of the TBC community. That is the engine room of the TBC community. So every TBCian, every member of the TBC community must have the Ringo cashback office account to enjoy the bounty benefits that is abound in the TBC community. So that is my message for today. As far as TBC community is concerned, we all must ensure, as a TBCian or as a prospecting TBCian, or as somebody that everyone that we want to introduce to the community must ensure that they have the Ringo Cash back office account to fully enjoy the benefits of the TBC community. So so that is my message for today. That is my message for today, and I hope, yeah, that's my message for today, and I hope you actually enjoy that presentation. Those of you out there, those of you out there that can take an opportunity of actually registering your account at the Rainbow Cash back office and have access to that valuable and important fee and important benefit in the Rainbow Cash back office. Until next time when I come your way again on another live broadcast, I remain yours sincerely, Taufik Adeniyi Ayinla, signing us now and say goodbye, God bless, cheers.